One good advantage about trading is the fact that trading is a repetitive of pattern that happen most often, and we can capitalize on it as a trader. Let's take a look at what happened here and how exactly we can take advantage. If you look at this carefully, we have this lower high, have this lower low, have this lower high, right? After that, this is a lower low, this is another lower high, then we have this lower low. So if we are to go by our point of interest, we are having this point of interest. This is our order block here, and then here is our smart money cube. So this is our point of interest. This is where we want price to come in order for us to find our trade entry. So this is smart money cube, and then let's look at 15 minutes because price has come into the smart money cube. Now on this 15 minutes, here is a liquidity sweep, because here we have liquidity sitting here. So this is a series of price, and if you look at this, you realize that at the moment we have a bearish hammer, which is that candle you are seeing right in there. So this is our bearish hammer, which becomes our entry confirmation. So I'll be making my entry, and obviously since my trade is based on this, I'm going to have my stop loss here. Now this is how exactly I was able to make this trade entry. So this is clear, this is simple, this is straightforward. There is no much. First, you determine your trend. This is a downtrend. After determining your trend, you identify your point of interest. So my point of interest here, I have order block, I have market. The next thing I saw was this smart money cube. So I've identified this smart money cube as another point of interest. Just as you can see, keeping it simple. Now that I've identified this as my additional point of interest, what do I need to do? I wait for price to pull back into that point of interest. So price pull back, price eventually return into this point of interest here. So when price comes to my point of interest, I move to my 15-minute time frame where I want to get my entry confirmation. And based on this price behavior, I saw that this is a liquidity that has been sitting on this double top, and then price took away this liquidity. Okay, and on this 15 minutes, if you look carefully, we are having a fair value gap here all the way to this zone. It's our fair value gap on a 15 minutes. So this price does two things. Price take away this liquidity in order to fill into this fair value gap. So now the price took away this liquidity and then fill into this fair value gap here, price closes as a bearish confirmation. You can see that hammer candle. So that hammer there becomes our bearish. This is an inverted hammer from that point of interest. So that is confirmation for a sell entry. All I need to do is for me to make my sell entry, set my stop loss, and my take profit. And that is just how to keep it simple. You don't need to complicate this for yourself as a trader for nothing. So this is a typical application of what the smart money trading concept is all about. You can take advantage of this anytime as a trader. So let's look at more assets and see what exactly is happening. This is 1 hour time frame. Alright, this is a 1 hour time frame. Now let's look at what happened on this 1 hour time frame. Price does what? Price move from here and gave us a new lower low, and then afterwards we had this price movement that happens here. Okay, price move here, and then this low closes below this one, so we have this new, here becomes our lower high and this becomes our lower low. So obviously we still have this is still a bearish trend, so price is still selling. So what do we need to do? We have to mark our order block for this movement. So here is our order block for this trade. Look at this. Okay, we are here to get a new lower low, right? So we are here to get a new lower low. So our order block still remain this. So this is our order block. So you can see what happened. After price give us this lower high, create a new lower low. Okay. Price pull back from here and come into this order block. And after that point of order block, we had this bearish candle, which is a pin bar. So you would have sell here if you were here earlier, and then you can see how price fall all the way to this point. Okay, so that is how simple we can take advantage of this. So we are expecting price to come down and create a new lower low, or as it's pulling up now, it should pull up and break this structure so that we can now have a continuation of a buy trade. Thank you for watching, and I believe you have learned something new. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our next video.